Did you know the history of computer programming started way before cars, telephones, and even antibiotics? It's true. While we think of coding as a modern invention, its roots go all the way back to the 1840s, thanks to a remarkable woman named Ada Lovelace. Lovelace was a British aristocrat with a passion for mathematics, which was super unusual for a woman of her time. She collaborated with Charles Babbage, who had designed a mechanical calculator called the difference machine. But Ada saw something more. She realized Babbage's machine could do more than just crunch numbers. In 1843, she wrote the world's first machine algorithm, making the conceptual leap that numbers could represent anything: music, letters, symbols. This was the birth of the idea of a programming language. Fast forward to the 1930s. You might know Alan Turing for cracking the Enigma code during World War II, but his work in 1936 truly laid the foundation for modern computer science. Turing imagined a universal machine, a single device that could follow any set of instructions to solve any problem. This theoretical concept was the blueprint for the electric, program-running computers we rely on today. Then, during the early 1940s, a German engineer named Konrad Zuse created what's considered the very first actual programming language, Plinka-Cole. It was designed to help engineers perform repetitive tasks much more efficiently. This was a huge step, followed quickly by languages like assembly language, shortcode in 1949, and autocode in 1952, which was the first language that could be automatically translated into machine code. The 1950s were a boom time for programming. In 1957, John Backus at IBM created Fortran, which stands for Formula Translation. Believe it or not, Fortran is still used today in supercomputers for intense scientific and mathematical calculations. Then came ALGOL, which became the ancestor of modern giants like Java and C++. The same year, John McCarthy invented LISP for artificial intelligence research, and it's still in use at companies like Boeing. And we can't forget COBOL, developed by a team led by the legendary Dr. Grace Murray Hopper. It was built for business, handling things like credit card transactions and traffic signals, and it's still a cornerstone of the banking industry. The 1960s gave us BASIC, the beginner's all-purpose symbolic instruction code, developed at Dartmouth College. It was designed to be easy for students to learn. And a guy named Bill Gates would later develop and sell his own version of it, which, well, you know how that turned out. The 1970s were another golden era. In 1972, we got three game changers. First, Pascal, named after the French mathematician, which was so easy to learn that Apple used it in its early days. Then came Smalltalk, which pioneered object-oriented programming concepts you see in Java and Python today. But the most influential was C, created by Dennis Ritchie at Bell Labs. Almost every major language you've heard of, C++, C#, Java, JavaScript, and Python, owes its existence to C, and in 1974, SQL was developed, forever changing how we interact with databases. The 1980s kept the momentum going. Ada, a high-level language named in honor of Ada Lovelace, was created for critical systems like air traffic control. Then C was enhanced to create C++, adding powerful features and becoming the backbone for software like Microsoft Office and Adobe Photoshop. We also got Objective-C, which became the language for Apple's operating systems, and Perl, which started as a text editing tool but is now essential for system administration and web development. The 90s were an explosion. We got Haskell for complex math, and then the one and only Python, named after Monty Python, which is now one of the most popular languages in the world, used by Google and Spotify. Microsoft released Visual Basic, making programming more accessible with its drag-and-drop interface. And then came the titans of the web. Java, created in 1995, is everywhere from your phone to parking meters. JavaScript, created in just 10 days by Brendan Eich, powers nearly every interactive website you visit. And PHP, which stands for Hypertext Preprocessor, is the engine behind massive platforms like Facebook and Wikipedia. The 21st century brought even more innovation. Microsoft developed C# to compete with Java. We got Scala, which is great for Android development and used by LinkedIn and Netflix. Google created Go to solve the challenges of building massive software systems. And Apple introduced Swift as a modern, versatile replacement for its older languages. From Ada Lovelace's vision in the 1840s to the powerful, specialized languages of today, the evolution of code has been an incredible journey. Some of the oldest languages are still with us, while new ones continue to push the boundaries of what's possible. The next 180 years are a mystery. But one thing is for sure, the story of programming is far from over. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this journey through coding history interesting, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next video. See you next time!